Good morning, students. Sorry, good afternoon, students. Today we start our new unit, that is the last unit in our subject design analysis algorithm, that is the branch and bound. That is branch and bound. Few people are joined, so I am waiting for remaining students. So this is new unit. So what is branch and bound? So here the branch and bound problem solving method is very similar to the backtracking. So here backtracking we are using we have backtracking for use to solve the problem by using solution tree or state space tree. So in that way we have to solve the branch and bound problems in the state space tree. Okay. So here the difference are that is branch and bound. The difference is that is the branch and bound. Different is branch and bound. Okay. See here what does it mean that here does not limit us to any particular way of traversing the tree. So he did not give any procedure to travel that way, travel this way. So it does not limit us to any particular way of traversing the tree, and it is used for optimization problems. Okay, so it is used for optimization problems. Okay, so this BNB means branch and bound. So this branch and bound was firstly proposed by AH Land and AZ doing in 1960 for discrete programming. They designed this for discrete programming. So here branch and bound is an algorithm design paradigm for discrete and combinatorial optimization problems, as well as general real valued problems. Okay. Okay. So a branch and bound algorithm consists of forming a rooted tree where the root is the full set of candidate solutions. You already know state space tree. So same way we are follow one root node and we have to construct the tree. Okay. The root is the full of set of candidate solution, and the values and the leaves are the set of candidate solutions. Okay. So before enumerating the candidate solution of a branch, the branch is checked against upper bound, lower bound. Okay. Uh, checks against the upper and lower bounds on the optimal solution. So what is optimization? So optimization problem, you have to find a maximum problem, or you have to choose the maximization problem or minimization problem. So here the branch is checked upper and lower bounds on the optimal solution. So and is discarded if it cannot produce a better solution than the best one found so far by the algorithm. So if you are not get the best solution, the algorithm is continually going on. Okay, if you found the best solution, then it will solve. So here the branch and bound commonly used for NP-hard optimization problems. This method is mainly used for NP-hard optimization problem. We will see it later. So this is a type of divide and conquer method. So branch and bound is a this is a type of divide and conquer method. See here, the original problem is divided into multiple sub-problems. That is branching of a problem. Okay, this is dividing part of the method. So here you have promising node and unpromising node. If you get the best solution, then it is the promising node. If you cannot get the best solution, then it is called as a unpromising node. Here, BNB algorithm computes a number bound at a node to determine whether the node is promising. So it computes the bound function. It computes the bound means it is the promising node. That is the better solution than the previous one. So next, see here, the number is a bound on the value of the solution that could not be obtained by expanding the state space tree beyond the current node. Then we call it as a unpromising node. So here the original problem is divided into multiple smaller problems. Okay. So the conquering part is done by estimating how good a solution we can get from these smaller problems. Okay. For this we may have to divide the small problems further until we get a problem which can be handled efficiently. Okay. See here, the branch and bound strategy is very similar to the backtracking in that state space tree is used to solve the problem. I already told you. The difference is it does not limit us to any particular way of traversing the tree. And it is used for optimization problem. Okay, see here, if the bound, already I told you, if that bound is no better than the value of the best solution, the node is non-promising. If the best solution is there, that is promising. Okay, see here, branch and bound. So coming to branch and bound, here when we are using where this is as same as the backtracking, but where backtracking uses a depth first search with pruning. So the branch and bound algorithm uses the breadth first search with pruning. Okay, so I already told you in backtracking we only use the DFS approach, that is depth first search, but in branch and bound, in backtracking, we construct the state space tree by using depth first tree. But in a branch and bound, we construct the state space tree by using depth first search tree. Okay. So here the branch and bound algorithm is similar to backtracking, but used for solving. It is used for solving optimization problem. Okay, this branch and bound is used for solving optimization problem. So it performs a graph traversal on the state space tree using a BFS. In backtracking, we are using DFS. Now here we are using BFS. Okay. So there are three methods are there for branch and bound. One is FIFO branch and bound. Okay. So that is FIFO branch and bound means first come, first out, branch and bound. Here we are using Q here. This is one method for branch and bound, and another method for is last in first out branch and bound. Here also we are using BFS tree, and last in first out branch and bound means here we are using stack, and last one is LCBB, that is least cost branch and bound. So here we are using maximum priority queue or priority queue we are using here. Okay, these are the three methods for branch and bound. One is first in first out branch and bound, another one is last in first out branch, and third one is least cost branch and bound. These are the methods for branch and bound. If in an exam point you ask the methods, just write these three. Okay, FIFO, LIFO, and LCBB. Okay, FIFO means first come first out. LIFO means last in first out. LCBB means least cost branch and bound. Okay, so consider here, see here. Just see here. See the diagram here. So branch and bound is a state space set method in which all children of the node are generated before expanding any of its children. So here we know that we have live node is there, dead node is there, solution node is there, answer node is there. Answer node and solution node is same. E node, live node, dead node. Okay, these are the different nodes. One is solution node or answer node, then dead node, next E node and live node. So see here, you have to understand for this one. Now just consider the example here. So what we have to do is in backtracking. Okay. So we have, for example, we have know about the sum of set problems. So what we have to do, we have to construct the values with some. This is the tree, and we construct. Next we move to here. Then we move to next vertex. Then we move here. If there is a sum, then okay. Otherwise, we move here. If this is not possible, then we move backtracking. Then we move to the backtracking. Then we have to change here. Okay, here we are using DFS. Okay, but if you want to come about this in branch and bound, we just use, for example, if we want to 3, 4, 5 is there, so we are considering the first node, then we directly consider the SN nodes only. Okay, so that is, see here we have 5 nodes, we just represent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for example, we have W1, W2, and W3 and W4. We have 4 weights are there. That is 7, 4, 7, 4, 9, 6. These are the 4 weights. So we are considering as X1, X2, X3, X4. Okay. So first I am considering as first in first out. So first in first out we are using BFS. So for first in first out we are using Q here. So in Q we are store the elements here. So first we have to store the first node. So first node we are initially taking as 0. So this is only the node number. Okay. So in this we have to these are the 4 weights are there. You can consider this one as you can take this one as x1 and this node as x2 and this node as x3 and this node as x4. Okay, so here we have 4 nodes. So we have to calculate the sum of these nodes. So he will give m equal to 13. He need 13. The solution he need is 13. So you have to find the every node. For example, I am considering x1 here. Then remaining where we have to. So I consider this one. Then this one is over. Then I store the elements as in the queue 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So these are the node number. Don't confuse. This is the node number. Inside is the node number. Means here 1, 2, total 5 nodes are there. See the number is 5. Okay. So see here after I consider these 4, 5 weights. So first I will give x1 and x2, x3, x4, 4 weights are there. Consider 4. Next which way next which one is I want to expand the which one have to be expanded there. So next in the queue, first in first out we are using queue here. So first in first out. So the first element is 2. So next you can expand 2 here. Okay. So here x1 is choosing here. Next we have x2, x3 and x4. Next I consider here x2. Okay. Next I am taking x2, here x3 and here x4. So what are these elements are 6, 7, 8, 9. So here we choose the expand, next expand elements. So what is live node means the elements that are stored in the queue that had not been expanded. Here 3, 4, 5 are not expanded. So we call it as a live node. What is the solution node means? If we get the solution m equal to 13, that node we call it as a answer node or solution node. So what is dead node means? If you exceed this cost, then we call it as a B bounding function. That we call it as a B node. A node that has been expanded. A node that has been expanded is we call it as a dead node. So what is E node? So E node means the node that is ready to expand in the next one. Say after 2, then that next node is expanded 3. So 3 is our E node. Okay, clear students? 3 is our E node. So far clear? The concept branch and bound clear students? So just sum of success problem, what we have to do? First we have to consider x1 weight, then we have to choose the different possibilities. In the same way we are doing here also. Okay, next statement. So in this way you have to consider. Okay, I will explain this with an example. Don't worry. Just see why we move to the second way. Why I expand the second one is in the first element in the queue is 2. So so that's why I expand. I move to the 2. But in last in first out, so here I store the elements in this way. So first I stored 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So which one I want to expand here? First I want to expand here is 6 and 7. Then 4, then 3, then 2. So this is last in first out. Okay, clear students? So this is last in first out. So what next last one is LCBB, least cost branch and bound. So here we are using priority queue. So see here the cost is 25. Here by node cost we have to decide the which node has to be expanded next. So this node is 25, this node is 30, and see here this node is 20. So here we are considering the least cost is expanded first. When we are using queue, before the first element in the queue is expanded. When we are using stack, the last node inserted is expanded. In third one in priority or least cost branch and bound, we use the least cost value to be expanded first. So these are the three methods we are using. We are used for branch and bound. So far clear, students? Ping me a message. Clear? I'm waiting for. So here branch and bound, consider the starting by considering the root node and applying a lower bounding and upper bounding procedures to it. Okay. If the bounds match, then optimal solution has been found. Okay. If the bound is matched, so here I consider 13. The bound match, the optimal solution is found, and the algorithm finished. If they do not match, the algorithm runs on the child nodes. Okay. So what is here branch? Here what is branch and what is bound means? Branch means we have choose several choices are found. That is branch by using state space tree. Yeah, by constructing DFS. Okay, by constructing DFS tree, by using DFS tree, you have to construct the state space tree. And bound means here we have setting bound on solution quality. That is pruning. So pruning means trimming of branches where solution quality is poor. So you have to trimming the problem where the pruning the problem where the quality is pure. Okay. Okay, clear, students? Okay, students, I'm solving the sum of subset problems here. Here, I am considering the sum of subset problem. I am giving the here sum of subset problem. Here I am considering n equal to 4, number of nodes is 4, and number of nodes is 4. Then weights given here as 7496. Okay, 7496. And what is the sum? What is the m value you need here is m equal to 13. So if you are considering this one as x1, x2, this one is x1, x1, x2, x3, x3 and x. So we are considering 7 as x1, 4 as x2, 9 as x3 and 6 as x4. Okay, this is our problem. So first we have to move to the by solve this problem by using branch and bound. First you have to consider the FIFO method. That is first in, first out. Okay, so just I am constructing the first in, first out. Initially I am taking one node. I am giving that node number is 1. Okay, so initially I store the value as q first node. So I am considering that node. So I, after considering, I remove that node. So that's why I consider 1 and remove that one. So I consider 1 and remove. Then I have different possibilities are there. That is x1, x2, x3. Different choices are there. So this is node 2, node 3. Okay. Node 2, node 3 and node number. This is nothing but the node number. Okay. So here, what are the solutions here? x1, x1 7 plus 6. So x1 comma x4 is the solution, that is 13, and x2 comma x3 is also solution. So you may write x1 x4 or it may reverse, or x4 x1. So this is also x2 x3 or x3 x2. So the solution is 13 here. So first we have the different possibilities are there. So if you considering the x1, that is the weight is 7. If you considering the x2, the weight is 4. If you considering the x3, the weight is 9. If you considering x4, the weight is 6. Okay. So where we are using our BFS means once you visited the website, you cannot move to the backtracking here. Just keep in mind in branch and bound, we cannot move backwards. We cannot use the backtracking method. We just move only forward direction. Okay, so in the queue I stored here 2, 3, 4, 5. So next which element I want to expand here? I want to expand here x2. That is 2 element, 2 node. I want to expand the 2 node. So I already consider here x1 here. So remaining what the elements are there here? x2, x3. Okay. We have 2 elements are there, x2, x3. So we may consider as x2, x3, x4. So I already consider x1, then I consider here x2, then x3, next x4. Okay. So what are this node is 6. This is node number 7 and 8. Just write in the queue 6, 7, 8. Okay. So after two, what I have to do is expanded 2. This is x2, x3, x4. Okay, x2, x3, x4. I expanded 2. Next, what I have to expand? Next one is 3. Okay. See here. Next, I going to expand is 3. So we consider x2 here. Next, if you want to consider x1, you already consider here x1 and x2, so you cannot consider it. Then we have to consider here only we already consider x1, x2, or x2, x1 is same. So here we consider only 2, that is x3, x4. Now I consider x3 and x4. So what are these two numbers are 9 and 10. I expand these two, then I store in the queue 9, 10. Then which element I want to expand here? Next 4. So x2, x3 is there and x2, x4 is there. Then after x3, what are the remaining elements pending is only x4 is pending. So here I can expand only x4. So that is 11. Okay. So after that, what I have to do is after that x4 is there, then x4 there are no elements are there. So here there is a bounding function occur. After 4, I consider 5. So we need to expand 5 because after 6 there are no elements is there. So this is the founding function because we got the solution is 13, but here is 6 is only. So get the bounding function here. Okay, clear students? Okay, next element I want to expand is 6. Okay, so I consider x1, x2 here. Next I have two possibilities are there, that is x3 and x4. That is I consider here x3 and x4. After x2, I consider x3, x4, that is 12, and this one is 13. I just stored here 12, 11, 12, 13. Then after 6, next element is 7. So when we move to the 7, see here the cost is x1 is 7 and x3 is so x3 is 9. So 7 plus 9, it extend the bounding function. So you cannot consider this. This is bound function occur. And see here x1 is 3, x1 is 7, and x4 is 6. 7 plus 6, 13. So here the solution we cannot extend further. Okay. After 7, next to 8. After 8, we move to the 9. See here for 9, we are considering x2 and x3. So here x3 is 9 and x2 is 4. So 9 plus 4 is 13. So this is the solution. And here 4 plus 6, 10. And after 4 there are no elements are there. So we here the bounding function occur. Here x3 is 9 plus 6, 14. So here also the bounding function occur. Okay. Here 9 is over, next 10 is over. Then we move to the 11, 11 is over, next 12. So here 12 is here 7 plus 2 plus 3. 7 plus 4 plus it exceeds the bounding function. So you cannot extend the this node later. And this is also extend the limit. So here bounding function. So in this way you have to find the branch and bound. So what is the solution here? X4 and sorry x solution is x1, x4 and x2, x2, x3. x1, x4 and x2, x3. So these two are solution. This one solution, this one. That is solution is x1, x4 and x2, x3. So these are the solution when we are using first in first out using Q. Okay, clear students? Or any doubt? Okay, so same problem when we are using first in first out by using stack. See here we are storing in store in queue. Here we can store the elements in stack. So I am considering writing first node, then same 1, 2, 3, 4. That is node number 2, node number 3, node number 4, node number 5. Okay, so this is x1, x2, x3, x4. x1 equal to 7, x2 equal to 4, x3 equal to 9, x4 equal to 6. Okay, so when we store the elements in the queue 2, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, 5. So last in first out. So we move to directly to the sixth. After 6, is there any element is there? No. So here there occurs a bounding function. So after 2, 3, 4, 5. So after 5. So here there is a bounding function occur. So we remove this. Next we move to the 4. So x3 is here, then x3 after x3 there is a one node, that is node number 6. That node name is x4. Okay. After 4 we move to the next node is 3. Okay, after 4 you move to the next node is 3. So you have x2 is there. Then you have two nodes are there. That is x3, x4. So that is 7. This node number is 7. And this node number is 8. This is x3. This one is x4. Okay, just you write here after 5, you just write 6. After 4, then you write 7 and 8. So after 3, you just write two nodes. That is in this here, we have the elements are 7, 8. Then we move to the 8th node. See here, 8th node, here x2 is 9 and x4 is 6. So here there occurs a bounding function. So it exceeds the maximum size. So we cannot considering. So remove it. Next we move to the 7. Here x2 is 4 and x3 is 6. 6 plus 4. Sorry, what that is? x2 equal to 4 and x3 is 9. Okay, x2 is 4 and this is the solution. Okay, clear students? So after this I move to the after this deletion I move to the 2. In second node I connected to x3, x2, x3, x4. So those are stored in array. That is after 8 we can store 2, 9, 10, 11. Then I move to the 11th node. So I move to here. So this is another solution. Then I move here and move here. Then these are all for bounding functions occurs here. So this is about FIFO. Okay, so this is the FIFO function. You have to identify that this is the we are using a stack. So here what is the solution is same x1, x4 and x2, x3. But here we are using stack, here using queue. Okay, understand students? Or any doubt? Okay, so far clear? So what is branch and bound is, so here Branton bound is this here branch and bound algorithm is similar to the backtracking, but it is used for solving optimization problems. That is minimization problem or maximization problem. It performs a graph traversal in the state space tree by using BFS, by using breadth first search method. But in backtracking, we are using depth first search. Here we are using breadth first search. Okay, so here we follow three methods. One is FIFO branch and bound, that is first in first out branch and bound. Second one is in first in first out branch and bound, we use the Q. And another method is last in first out, means last in first out branch and bound. We use the here we use the stack, and the last one is least cost branch and bound. Here we are using priority queue. So this is about branch and bound, and these three are the methods. In exam point of view, you ask any explain the methods. You just explain the method with this example. Now I explain the algorithm. So in the same way you have to explain in the exam point of view. In the same manner you have to explain in the exam point of view. Does anybody has any queries? So far clear, students? Next we discuss, tomorrow we discuss 15 puzzle problem and other topics. Okay. Today we end the session. Tomorrow we will discuss. Thank you.